Sue, hi. Now you are a full-time carer for your son. And I just wonder, how has the lockdown changed that role for you?
To be honest, I'm one of the luckier people, even though I'm a full-time carer, because life hasn't really changed that much for us, because Andrew's social anxiety meant that he'd stopped going out really. So I go out, I go to Tesco's to do the food shop and to get meds, but other than that I don't go out, but I wasn't doing that much more before.
Yeah.
I do miss people watching in Costa, because I do spend quite a bit of time in Costa, either chatting to people or just reading. So I do miss that, but that's no great shakes really to miss.
No. So in a way, that has social aspect was taken away from you.
Yes.
And have you done something new which you haven't done before?
I've actually made little hearts. I'd started making them because of the Manchester Arena a couple of years ago, because people were hanging them out in Manchester on the anniversary. But instead of doing them for that, I had friends on Facebook who were going through hard times. So I've been making them and sending them to friends, including a little heart saying, "These hearts are full of love." And one time somebody commented about how I was a witchy person because these hearts were landing on the right day, just when they needed them most. And I said, no, I'm not a witchy person. It's more that I'm a spirited person, because these hearts are full of love and God is love. And I've actually shared that on one of my Facebook groups. And it was the reception from the people was really lovely.
Amazing. What a wonderful ministry to pick up really in lockdown. Now you're also a park runner. And so what have you done to keep fit?
I have missed park run, I have missed going out for walks, but I've chosen not to go out because I don't want to risk bringing the virus home to my son. So instead, I walk on the spot. I actually, on Tuesday, I walked 12k in my living room because I do race at your pace, and I was 12k short of my 150 miles for June. So I was watching things on the television, and sometimes when I'm watching worship, I actually do some of my miles while I'm watching worship. So let's have some really lively music, please, to get me going.
Killing two birds with a stone.
Absolutely.
And how have you connected with church? What have you really enjoyed during this lockdown?
I've enjoyed the church services, and I love the worship because I do love a good sing-song. But I've also enjoyed the tea and coffee meetings after church, because although once you get to know me, I'm quite a vibrant, outgoing person. Until you know me, I'm not. I'm actually quite, the confidence isn't there to push myself forward. But on the Zoom meetings after church, it's just been so easy to connect to different people and to have chats about all sorts of things. So although it doesn't suit a lot of people, it's really suited me. I've really enjoyed it.
Amazing. And is there any particular text scripture which has really helped you during the lockdown stage?
There's two really, because there's the one, John 3:16, for God so loved us that he sent his one and only son. I'm actually connecting with church every day, because although I'm not seeing anybody in the flesh, I know that when I set my alarm for 3:15, as I'm saying my prayer at 3:16, lots of other people in church are doing the same, so I'm connected that way. But I also do Bible in 1 year, and Nicky Gumbel's wife Pippa often at the end says, Pip has something to say. And one of them that she came with was God, Acts 17, verse 27. God did this so that they would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him, though he is not far from any one of us. I feel that this is particularly relevant for me, because God reached out and found me when Pete had his baptism.
Yes.
Because I found South Manchester Church through Pete's baptism. He found me and brought me home.
Yeah.
South Manchester is my religious home, and my spiritual home.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for giving us a insight in your lockdown life.